Hi everybody and welcome back. In this video I'm going to give you my top 5 New Year's resolutions that will help you to become more healthy and might help you to lose a little bit of weight. And at the end of the video I'm also going to be talking about my personal resolutions for the year. I decided to post this video now as opposed to at the very start of January because I think it's good to see New Year's resolutions as a long-term thing. So not something that has to be started immediately in January the 1st, but instead take January at a time to just reflect and think about what you want to achieve over the next year. And when it comes to setting New Year's resolutions, make sure that they're behaviour focused as opposed to outcome focused. So instead of saying I want to become more healthy or I want to lose some weight, have a think about actually what things are you going to do that's going to help you to achieve those outcome goals. So my first New Year's resolution that I think everybody should have a go at is taking their lunch to work with you. When you take your own lunch, you're more in control of what nutrition you're taking in, how many calories you're taking in, and you know exactly what's gone into your food. If you want some healthy lunch recipes, I will leave my favourite down below, and also look out for a video in a couple of weeks' time where I will be doing a collaboration video and showing you 3 of my favourite. My tip to get started would be to buy some Tupperware containers, so I'll leave links to some options down below, and have a think about what kinds of evening meals can you make slightly more of so that you can just pack it in a Tupperware and take it to lunch with you the next day for reheating. So my second tip for a New Year's resolution is to try and get at least 7 to 8 hours sleep every single night. This is basically because those who sleep more, so sleep for at least 7 hours a night, are more in control of their food intake the next day, and those who are actually sleep deprived, so those who sleep 4, 5, 6 hours, actually end up consuming more calories and basically more convenience foods, so foods that are higher in sugar and fat than those who get a nice, sound, restful sleep. So my third tip, and it isn't to join a gym because most gym memberships that happen in January actually end up not being used from March onwards. So it's basically to walk more. So this might mean that you might want to go for a stroll on an evening around the block, or you might just want to incorporate walking more into your day-to-day lifestyle. So for example, parking the car further away at the supermarket, getting off the bus a stop early, or even just taking the stairs instead of the lift. So my fourth tip for a healthier new year would be to drink more water, and a really good tip to do this is to basically get a 1.5 litre bottle of water and mark on every hour from when you get awake. So for example 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and so forth, and every hour just make sure that you've drunk that amount of water. That, in addition to teas and coffees, will help you to keep hydrated throughout the entire day. Water is of course great for your digestion and your skin, but it's also really good at helping you to keep in tune with whether or not you're really hungry or are you just thirsty. So resolution number 5 that I think everybody should do is basically to eat more greens, so eat more vegetables, and this doesn't have to be boring boiled vegetables. Make it interesting. So in my last video I talked you through my food gadget favourites, and if you've got a spiralizer you can make vegetables into noodles, you can wilt spinach into things like chilies or casseroles, you can add spinach to smoothies. Every time you eat a meal, make sure that there's some sort of greenery or vegetable, and this will basically help you to stay healthy thanks to the fibre, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and it'll help you to keep fuller for longer. So I really hope that you found these New Year's resolutions tips useful. I've actually got 4 for myself. So my first one is to start going to boot camp. So the one near me is called UK Outdoor Fitness, and it's run by an amazing guy called Paul. I'll put more information down below. I have been twice in December, but then I haven't kept it up regularly. So what I've done is I've written it in my journal. So I've actually got a file of facts which I got for Christmas. It helps me to basically plan my week, plan my workouts, and that is something that I'm going to do at least once a week. My second New Year's resolution is to make sure that I'm in bed and ready for bed by 10 o'clock every night. So I get up around 6 o'clock, so if I'm gonna get 7 to 8 hours sleep, then I know that I need to be in bed by at latest 10 o'clock. Another New Year's resolution for me is to go for a walk around the block at least once a week, either with a family member or a friend. Walking around the block not only is good for exercise, but basically it's a time where you can go out without your iPhone, without your iPads, and really just talk to the person next to you. And I think because of social media, we lose that real life connection. My final New Year's resolution is to write in my 5-minute journal every morning and every night. If you've never heard of a 5-minute journal before, it's basically a journal that helps you to reflect on the more positive things that have happened for the day, and also makes you think about how you could make things better. I'll link down below where you can buy one. I did have to get mine from America, and it took I think about a couple of weeks to arrive, but it was totally worth it, and I highly recommend it for anybody who wants to have a go at just basically feeling more positive about things. I really hope that you found this video interesting. If you've enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next week.